Today I'm down here at the Lock 12 historical area, is what I think it's called. And we're on a section of the Mason Dixon trail. This section goes the opposite way from the little section that I filmed last time. We go next to a little stream, and there's some cool waterfalls, and then we end up on top of a hill, and there's a nice overlook of the Susquehanna River and the Norman Wood Bridge. And there's a dam. I can't think of the name of the dam right now. Hopefully that'll come to me. The Holtwood Dam, that's what it's called. But yeah, so we're gonna do this today. So as you can see, right here is a little waterfall, and it goes down into some other little waterfalls here, and it's just, pretty cool. And the trail goes right next to this. Of course, as you saw in that first clip, I'm back with the GoPro. I look like a nerd with it on my head, but I don't know, I kind of liked the way it filmed. It's a very wide shot, and it's kind of look like rounded at the edges of the shot and everything. But I liked how smooth it was with walking and everything, so I think we're going to continue to use it for now, and we'll see how, it goes. But anyway, there's the same waterfall, obviously. And right here next to the waterfall is a trail. So the trail goes up like this next to this little stream here for, I don't know, maybe quarter mile, maybe half a mile. I don't think it's that far. But at some point we're going to be turning to the right and going up on top of this hill here and get that view of the river and the Holtwood Dam and the Norman Wood Bridge, which is all pretty cool. For those of you interested in the knife stuff, which I'm sure some of you probably are, today I'm carrying the Kershaw Copper Natrix, which has a D2 blade and copper handle scales. I like that knife quite a lot. If it was just a little bit bigger, I think I would definitely carry it more. I'm just not a huge fan of smaller knives when it comes to like main locking blades. Like if I'm gonna have a locking blade, I like it to be around 3.5 inches or larger. And then I'm also carrying my Great Eastern Cutlery number 44 Buffalo Gunstock Jack in the Gabon Ebony covers. And I really like this knife. I haven't carried it as much as I probably should have. Just like a lot of my Great Eastern Cutlery knives. So right here is another little section of some really little waterfalls and everything. I mean, this whole stream next to this trail is pretty cool because it's got a bunch of little waterfalls on it, and it's real nice to get pictures of and everything. And it's just such a pleasant little hike with the sound of running water right next to you. Of course, the first waterfall that I showed is the biggest waterfall on this trail. So after the first one, a lot of people, I think, turn around and go back to their cars and go home. So back when I was younger, you could actually go on that side of the creek and hike up. And there's like a little pavilion church up there in the woods. But these days, I mean, there's signs, like there's a posted sign, private property signs. So I don't know if somebody bought it recently, like a few years ago, or if whoever owns the property or whatever got tired of people walking on their property. But when I was younger, we used to walk across this creek and continue up that side of the creek and go back to there's this pavilion church back there that was really cool. But we can't do that anymore because it's private property. So that kind of sucks because that spot was really cool. Anyway, right here's where the Mason Dixon trail goes. It goes up. It goes up pretty steep. And we just had rain yesterday, so these rocks are going to be kind of slippery, so I got to be careful. But yeah, it goes up pretty steep. And there's like 3 or 4 switchbacks that are pretty steep and everything to get on top of this hill. So it's, it's a workout getting up here. Okay, so now I'm at the top of the hill. I had to sit down and catch my breath a little bit because it is a real hard climb pretty much. But yeah, I'm at the top of the hill. Somebody has a fire ring up here, which is interesting. And the trail continues that way. If you can see the blue blazes on the trees over there. You can kind of see some of the stuff I'm talking about. Over there's the bridge. You're probably not going to be able to see it on the GoPro. You can see kind of the Susquehanna. And then over there's the dam. But we'll get a better look at it once we get up to the actual overlook. So now you might get a better look at the Norman Wood Bridge down there. But anyway, this trail just kind of continues along the ridge of this hill for, I don't know, maybe a mile, maybe 2 miles. There's a couple of overlook spots, and then it comes back down to the road. And then we'll walk back the road. But yeah, over there's the Norman Wood Bridge and the Susquehanna River. The Susquehanna is pretty low right now. Of course, you have to remember this is right below a dam, so it's all kind of, you know, controlled. But yeah. So here's the first little kind of overlook here. You can see the bridge. Of course, there's still some leaves on these trees, but you can see it pretty well. At least I can. I don't know how well the GoPro is picking it up. And then over here's the Holtwood Dam. And then the facilities and everything. But yeah, this is the first overlook. There's one more that way somewhere. You can't see it from here. But there's one more over there. At one of these overlooks, I'm gonna probably eat lunch. I'm thinking maybe the next one. It's because there's a little bit better of a view. Okay, this right down here is the other overlook. Walking up to it. But yeah, this one's really good. Walk right out here to the edge here. Look down, of course, because you know you have to make yourself nervous. And then right over there is the Norman Wood Bridge. It's really good view of it from up here. And then over there's the Holtwood Dam. And then you can see the Susquehanna continues up that way. Well, it continues both directions, but you know. And it is really low on this side of the dam. But yeah, there's still some fall colors out there, some oranges and yellows. Mostly brown this time of year. This is like the end of November pretty much. We're getting into winter here, so everything's just kind of becoming brown. And of course it'll be that way until we get snow, and then everything will be white. Okay, and I figured I'd get a better look at it with my Pix Pro camera here since I have zoom. But that's the Norman Wood Bridge down there. You can see some vehicles driving across it, it looks like. And the Susquehanna River, which is real low on this side of the dam. And then there's some tree branches in the way. But yeah, it's a pretty good view of it. This is a really nice view up here. The first time I came up here was in like January or something. And I was impressed by the view I got from up here. So right here's my setup for trying to make this. And what I'm trying to make is Mountain House biscuits and gravy. It says I need 1 3/4 cups of boiling water. This doesn't have a measuring part of it, so I'm hoping that's right about what I need. But anyway, let's get this shit going here. Okay. Oh, did it go out? I thought it was lit. I think it went out. There we go, now it's lit. Alright, so we're just gonna put this on here and try to boil this. And hopefully that's about the right amount of water I need for my biscuits and gravy. Oh, don't knock that off there, that wouldn't be good. Just turn this up a little bit here. What I'm using, by the way, is a Coleman Peak 1. It's like a backpacker stove type thing. I've used it to make coffee so far. I haven't actually made food with it yet. We're gonna see how this goes. Try to make this Mountain House biscuits and gravy here. All right, so that actually boiled it pretty fast. I'm kind of surprised. When I was making coffee, of course I was using more water when I was making coffee, but when I was making coffee, I don't think it got this hot this fast. So we're gonna turn this off because we shouldn't need heat anymore. And put this in. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I didn't think about grabbing that, that just fogged everything up. That probably fogged up the camera screen, or camera lens. I'll hope it didn't, but it probably did. I'll stir this up here. And then it said to wait, I think 4 minutes or something, and then stir it again or something. I don't know, I'm trying to stir this pretty good here. Oh, it smells so good. So I can't get too close here or the lens will fog up, I'm sure. Because this is warm, of course, because I just made it with boiling water. But that was one of the reasons that I bought this little Coleman Peak 1 backpacker stove thing. Was so that I could make hot food and coffee once it started to get cold out. And so far I've been enjoying it a lot by making coffee. But anyway, this is what my biscuits and gravy, my Mountain House biscuits and gravy looks like. It's just kind of like a mush. Doesn't necessarily look all that appetizing, but it is very good. You just have to trust me on that. Okay, so what I just ate was 620 calories. So, you know, high caloric intake and, you know, of course, a whole crap ton of carbohydrates because it's biscuits and gravy. So, yeah. But this is my favorite freeze-dried type of food that I've found so far. I haven't really tried a whole lot of the Mountain House ones. I've tried some other ones. There was like a beef and noodles one that I tried, and that one was okay. But so far, this one's my favorite. If you guys have any recommendations for freeze-dried meals for me to try while I'm hiking or whatever, let me know. All right, since I'm done with lunch, I'm gonna continue on here. Here's one last look at the Susquehanna River and the Norman Wood Bridge and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on. Make sure I have everything with me, which it looks like I do, because I don't see anything sitting there. All right, we'll continue on. All right, so now we're beginning the descent back down the hill. There's a couple switchbacks this way. And then we go underneath some power lines and continue to go down the hill, down to the road. So coming down this side, these switchbacks are like barely on the side of the hill, so they're kind of sketchy, especially with all the leaves on the ground, because, you know, leaves are hiding rocks and stuff, and I'm not trying to slip off the side of the hill to my death. So yeah, I just have to be kind of careful because it is kind of sketchy. So right here, there's the opening for the power lines. You can get a really good look at the Holtwood Dam. You know, dams they're pretty cool. I've just always found dams kind of interesting. I'm not sure where we first got the idea to play Mother Nature by building structures across rivers and streams and stuff. But it is very interesting. So right here, we're in the clearing underneath the power lines. You can see the Holtwood Dam over there and the Susquehanna River below the dam and above the dam. and we're walking underneath these power lines up here. I've always thought this was kind of cool. The fact that the trail goes right underneath one of these pylons, or whatever it's called. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, I've always thought this was kind of cool looking up and seeing the structure from down here. Then down there, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not, it's the road we're gonna end up on, and then we're gonna walk the road back to the car. Right here at some point there was some kind of structure. We're not far off the road or far from the dam, but I would guess that this probably had something to do with Lock 12, which is the reason why this is called Lock 12 Historical Area, or whatever it's called. It's something like that. Is because there's a lock down here, which is part of a canal system. As I believe I've discussed in some of my other videos, the Susquehanna River used to have a system of canals running up and down it in different spots that operated up until around the turn of the century, I think, because right around the early 1900s was when they started building all these dams. But anyway, so here's a part of that history, I believe, at least probably. It could have been something else, I don't know, but there's definitely like a foundation here for something. All right, so we're coming out to this road down here. I think I'm gonna try to use GoPro's time-lapse mode to walk back the road, so I can show that, but not have it be a long, drawn-out video. Man, look at this. I don't know if I've ever seen it while this is being used. Normally this is dry here. Wow. So they're really letting a lot of water through the dam, and the river's still that low. That's pretty crazy. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to hear me. This is pretty loud.